Yeah, it is. Where are we at?
We are at Bryan Head now. Cedar Breaks.
See that big mountain right there?
Yeah.
That peak?
Yes.
Bryan Head.
Okay, I thought it was.
And we just stopped on the road up to Bryan Head just because there's such pretty little pieces through here. This isn't where the super big pieces are. We'll show you pictures of those later. But you can see some of the really, really amazing color. And these pieces, the really nice thing about these, they have dendrites in them. They have plumes in them. You'll see lines in them. But the really great thing about them is, I've mentioned this before, a lot of Utah agate is very fractured. It's difficult to do things with. And the agate here is just really, really great. In fact, a lot of the pieces are like ready to cab, it seems like. They're just perfect. A couple of the colors here you can see. I know, that's why I stopped here and came over here.
Yeah.
That big piece on the hillside with all the jasper in it and all the blue. It's a little fractured, but it's got some honey coloring in. Love that one. This is kind of pretty. I assume that that's clearly not agate, but it's sure got pretty colors in it. Look at that, the manganese in there with the plumes, some of the yellow, a little bit of red. Still might do something with that. I love the purples here. You can see that one is purple. Not as translucent as some. And it's a little more translucent. That one's fairly translucent, I think. At least some of it is. What'd you find?
I was mostly looking at that big rock up there. It's pretty cool. Got a
So,
couple pieces from off the hill.
a baby piece of agate.
I know, isn't that great?
That's still tiny today.
It also, you can tell people have been chipping off of it.
Let's see if I can get out of the sun. Look at the color on that.
Yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous?
This piece is pretty.
What do you got there? Some of the reddish, sparkly.
I'm not sure if it's sparkly, but it's got a nice red.
So right there, you can't see it because the breaks drop off. But Cedar Breaks is just on the other side of that. We'll get some better pictures of that in a few minutes. We'll go up a little higher. Just great pieces everywhere here. Look at those pieces.
Yeah, I love the deep colors.
Yeah, I do too. Look at that one.
There's a couple of boulders up on the right and on the left.
They're
But I know
monstrous.
the really giant ones are up further, right?
Yeah, well, no, maybe. We'll keep you guessing.
Okay.
So just a beautiful valley. We're on the east side of Cedar Breaks here. You can see a cinder cone in the background there. And as I mentioned before, we're here looking for a few rocks. There's a little stream here. We know that there's a lot of rocks right up there, just past the beast. Cedar Breaks from a slightly different angle. Stephanie from a common angle? I don't know.
Yeah.
And again, just a lot of volcanics in the area. You can see a little bit of it up on top of Bryan Head. See a little bit of where they've built up the road right there. Down in here, you can see some of the pieces that I think are volcanics. And also some of the Lake Claron formation right through there, some of that limestone. And then all through here, just lots of little pieces of agate. What do you find, Steph?
Kind of one of those black pieces.
Was it banded at all, or have some
No.
just black
Probably
agate?
not a great piece, but
It's interesting
there's
stuff.
a cute little piece. Look, isn't that cute?
Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at the way the light comes through that.
Especially if it was clean.
Some
But
chunks here.
Not very much agate through here.
Not as much right here. There was a lot more up in that stream, but it's just too muddy to go up there. I don't want to get muddy today. I got muddy last time I was there. There are some pieces down here, though, that are pretty. And there's some chunks right here. Might be some agate in there. I don't see much. Maybe some in that piece right down there by my shadow. There. There's a little piece getting shiny right there. It looks like, unless it's rhyolite. There's a piece right there, it looks like. A couple of pieces. That one's a little smaller than I thought it was going to be. That might be a pretty piece right there. That's interesting. It has the sparkle of quartzite. It's got some really interesting coloring in it, though. See if I can get some sun to show that. There we go, just a little bit. Well, Stephanie, what do you got here?
Some amazing boulders of agate.
Boulders. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
They're huge, yeah. I was like, oh, I'm seeing some stuff along the road cut. I didn't realize we were that close to where we were going to stop. You're like,
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. Look at this stuff. So this has, this is, I believe, Lake Claron Formation limestone. In some of these pieces, you'll see some chunks of agate or some area that might be turning into metamorphosed rock and some chalcedony in it. This looks a little bit marbleized here, maybe, with some local metamorphism. But then you start seeing this stuff, which is all agate and chunks of agate in there.
And druzy on the side.
And druzy, it's druzy laden.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, it's hard to get a sense of how big this is.
Yes, I mean, a boulder, right?
It's a boulder.
It's amazing. And then look at your view you have from the other side. It's gorgeous.
If I could keep my finger out of the camera, that would be great.
Is this the biggest piece that's up here? Oh, okay, maybe not. That one over there is even bigger.
There's also a piece on the ground here. I may or may not have a picture of me laying on that piece, and it's still bigger than me. It's like a seam that goes all the way up.
Whoa. That over there, though.
Oh.
It's like the orange jasper.
Say it again, because probably nobody heard.
Look at the seam that goes down through. Is that jasper? Also the color.
Man, it's just great,
That
isn't
one's really pretty.
it? I like that piece right there a lot that I just picked up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That is gorgeous. Gotta get a picture of this one.
Red dendrites. There's some of that jasperous looking stuff. Some of this sometimes seems to have kind of a less agate and more quartzite feel to it. I think it goes quite a way up and around. Probably some down in this little wash.
Well, when we were coming up the road, there was a bunch on the road cut down there.
Yeah.
Loads.
One of the things I like is there's some really pretty pieces here. excuse me, some really pretty pieces here. Again, that last one I found is just so pretty. Oh, geez. How deep do I think that goes?
Yeah.
30 feet. I don't know, 10 feet deep, 5 feet deep.
Yeah.
It's just a big chunk of rock. That's, that might be the piece I laid on last time. So that's about 5 to 6 feet long.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And I think as you go up, there are more areas with boulders like that here on the mountain. It's kind of stunning, isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember we saw a video of somebody who did this and they just stopped talking.
Yeah.
It was so stunning to people.
It really is. You want to walk over that?
Yeah, I want to. And there's some really great, I mean, you can see the blues and the reds and the blacks in here. There's some really great pieces that have the blue, red, and black banding in them. Oh man, look at the druzy in that one. It is. So even though it's people spend a lot of time trying to pick off pieces, there's so much on the ground here. It's really all over, and there's just really pretty pieces everywhere. Some black and white banding, that's really pretty. This is kind of interesting. There's some, looks more quartzite than agatized.
I would say your marble reference to me is more.
Is that what you think it is? Is kind of
More
marbleized?
marble than quartz because it doesn't have the planes that the quartz does, right?
Well, it has some planes here. Yeah, because I don't know.
Is that from being chipped on though?
I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know anything. That looks jasperish. That's really pretty with that dark red in that chunk there. That's a yard rock. I'll have you carry it home for me.
You said marble, I would say.
Man, I keep sticking my finger in front of the lens.
I'm gonna edit that out. Look at the line of blue that goes down.
I'm turning my camera sideways, although
It does make you think that there's
I guess I
more
could just
underneath.
stand this way, huh? Oh, there's more underneath there. Look at that crystal.
There's some really great shiny stuff.
That's a big quartz crystal in there, I think. No, it's just a little pocket of druzy. Oh, that's so cool. Some of the reflections from those crystals. I don't think it'll ever show up, but so pretty.
Can you still call this a boulder?
Huh.
It's a huge boulder. Let's see if there's any good pieces down here.
Gee, are there any good pieces of agate in there? Is that what you're trying to decide?
Down here on the ground. Oh, that's nice.
There's all sorts of pretty pieces here, aren't there?
Up by it.
Oh, look at the
See how this
pockets.
whole side-
I
Oh
can
yeah, look at that one right there. That's gorgeous.
Some of the crystals on there are really, really pretty. Some of it obviously looks like quartzite, but there's so much of it that's agate.
Look at this part.
Oh, that's a band of druzy, isn't it?
Yeah.
See if I can get in there with that.
Here, hold that.
Oh, now your finger's in front of it.
Don't worry, I can get rid of that. Oh well, see, do that. There's your light. I got sparkles for you. So
And if you ever get tired of looking at the agate, oh my goodness,
I know the view is amazing.
what a view! So if I know my mountains and places, this is Cedar Breaks. This is probably Cedar Mountain, and then behind that is, I think, Pine Valley Mountain. And then if you get out further west, I'm not sure what those are, But you can see mountain ranges that are probably, I think those would be just on to the eastern edge of Nevada from here. Today's not a particularly clear day either. There's another outcropping that probably has agate in it. What do you got there, Steph?
This one's full of dendrites. Look at that piece. I mean, it's the more milky stuff, but it's all part of this
dendritic.
giant piece of agate.
Should we see how much translucence it has? Not as much as we'd like, but not bad, not bad. You can see on the edges there, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty.
That is pretty. Should we see if we can find one winner for the way home? Something that would be beautiful to, even more beautiful than that one to make a piece of jewelry with? Yeah.
It's not the clear agate, but I just love the colors in that.
Oh, the yellows and the reds.
Yeah.
That's really pretty.
So I got a couple of pieces of that, hoping that maybe I should get a bigger one than that.
We should hurry home and do something with all of this agate.
I know, I agree. I'll get one more piece.
Like that piece a little bit.
Ooh, this one has a druzy pocket in it. I'm getting that.
I know what happens with the druzy pocket ones. You never do anything with them. They become kitchen rocks.
They're just so pretty, yeah.
And that's
Admiring them.
true. Admiring them for a lifetime. That one has some translucence. I just don't know if I love the color enough of it. It's a red with a green layer. There's some other colors in there, some speckling. I don't know that that's a easily workable piece though. All sorts of pieces here. Couple pieces there that are kind of pretty.
Yeah. Those are nice.
I like that one a little bit right there that I just stood in front of, so it's impossible to see.
On the right side, do you want to come on this side or the side you come on?
I'll go with you. A couple little pieces nestled down in there that are really pretty. That is an amazing hillside of agate, if you ask me.
Do you believe people drive right past this piece of agate and wouldn't know?
Yeah, I believe it.
This is so cool. Because I know I've driven by.
That's interesting. I wonder if you could do something with that. Like a dangling pendant or something. Dangling pendant. All right, I think I have my chunks for this stop. 3 pieces. You ready to sign off?
Yeah.
Brian Head Agate Hunt. 3 different stops. Agate everywhere. Oh, isn't that a gorgeous piece?
Oh, sorry.
With the red and the black.
It was so thin.
Yeah. Some of that kind of yellow. Oh, that's so. Every once in a while, you'll get such a clear piece of agate up here. It's unbelievable how clear that is. And then it's got the yellows. Well, there's also the white right there, and then the
Keep that piece.
bumblebee, quote unquote.
Yeah, you should keep that. I like it.
So what are we going to eat in Parowan?
What do they have in Paragon?
Cinnamon rolls.
Oh, it's Sunday. Is it going to be open?
Cinnamon rolls will be open. Well, we better go before the women in my life get hangry.
Did you drop that piece I told you I wanted you to keep?
I threw it. I didn't think it would be worth working on.
You sure?
Just kidding. All right, call it out.